So it's 12:30. It's 12:30 at midnight. And I'm just about to get into my bed, even though I was ready to go to bed around 9 o'clock this evening. Just feeling very, very tired. And just over 3 hours later, I'm now just about to get into bed. And the reason why is because one of my daughters suffers from eczema. Usually she's all right, but when the weather changes, she has these breakouts, these flare-ups. And so tonight she had a little flare-up where she was really itchy and very irritable. And so I just ran her a cool bath and just washed her down a bit to help relieve some of the itchiness. And got her into some pajamas and put her to bed. My other daughter, she wasn't at school yesterday because she's got a viral infection. So she's not feeling too well. So, it's times like this where I start to really get frustrated. I start to get really frustrated and annoyed, because I'm like, why does it always seem to be something, If it's not one thing, it's the other. And I hate it when my daughters aren't feeling well. I hate it. Thankfully, it's nothing serious. I'm very thankful for that. But at the same time, it's still very, very difficult, when you've got children who aren't well. And then, like I said, there's nothing serious, but just seeing them in discomfort, it's hard. But it's also very frustrating because, like I said, I was very tired. I was ready to go to bed. And then it just seems like, to some people, this might just be small stuff. But for me, when I feel something, I really, really, really feel something, So when I'm feeling frustrated, it ain't just a normal little frustration. Like, it's a deep frustration, And it might take me a while to just get back to just calm, So I stepped outside. I said goodnight to the one who was poorly. She was fast asleep already. I actually had to carry her to bed because she fell asleep on the sofa. But my other daughter, after she'd settled down and I got her into bed and everything, I just said, what, Mummy, I need to go outside. I need to go outside. And just try and, because I was feeling a certain way, do you know what I'm saying? The frustration that I feel. I don't know if anybody can relate to me, but I'm going to keep it real, y'all. Like, the frustration that I feel is almost like, I don't know if I can say this, but I'm going to say it, y'all, because like I said, this for me is a space where I'm just going to be keeping it real. And some people may not get it. That's totally fine. But I'm sure that there's probably a few who will get what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. This frustration that I feel, it's like, I feel it in my lower regions, right? I feel the frustration in my lower regions. When I say my lower regions, I mean my genitalia area. It's a frustration, like, I can't even explain it, man. I can't even explain it. So I have to take, and I'm observing what I'm feeling going on in my body. This feeling in my genital area. And so I take myself outside and I'm observing this feeling. And you know what? On my video that I posted, my first video I posted, I said, it's like there's two versions of me. There's the higher and there's the lower. So what I'm becoming more aware of, like I said yesterday, is those two different versions, right? The one wants to act a certain way. The other wants to act another way. So I'm just observing. I'm observing what's taking place. The rage, I won't even say it's rage. It's just this deep frustration and annoyance, and the feeling that is being produced in my genital area, I ain't going to go too much into that, but maybe some can understand what I'm saying. So I'm observing that, very aware of that. And so I kind of have to just watch that, not physically, but just observing. I'm allowing that feeling. That feeling is there. I'm very aware of it. And if I act out on that, it's going to look like me shouting, swearing, there's times when I have shouted and I've cussed, because of the annoyance, the frustration. And it seems like the only way for that to have relief is by cussing and shouting. However, because the Most High God is doing a work in me, I don't just want to act out of what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't just want to act out of what I feel, which is what I've been used to doing in the past, acting out of what I'm feeling. Now, this is a journey that I'm on, so I don't always get it right. So sometimes Jesse might say the odd cuss word. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, shh, or, you know what I'm saying? Forgive me, Abba Father, forgive me. I'm very aware. I'm very aware of myself. So as I said, I'm sat outside and I'm observing my feeling. I'm feeling like I want to cuss. I want to shout something. I want to hit something. I want to break something. However, because of the Most High doing the work that He's doing in me, I'm learning to sit with certain feelings. I'm allowing myself to sit with what I'm feeling. I'm sitting outside on the chair. My head is back. My eyes are closed and I'm breathing. I feel what I'm feeling, but my focus is going to my breathing, okay? I feel you. I feel your frustration down there. I feel your annoyance, right? But my focus, my attention is going to my breathing, okay? And it takes a few minutes. It takes a few minutes for me to really zone into my breathing because I'm still feeling this just irritation at life, the frustration. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I want to go to my bed. My daughter isn't feeling well. The other one has just a break out of this eczema, all right, this flare up. So it's delaying my bedtime. I'm yawning. At the same time, me and my daughter's having a conversation. Okay, we're having a conversation. Something she poured her heart out to me tonight. Tears pouring out her heart about some things that she's frustrated with. So I'm tired. She's frustrated. And now I'm getting frustrated. So there's all sorts of annoyances going on, right? These feelings, I'm just annoyed, irritated, tired, frustrated, angry, peed off. So I'm outside and all these feelings are still just there. But my focus, my attention is in my breathing. My attention is going into my breathing. My focus is going to my breathing. And it takes a few minutes, like I said, to get into it. But the longer that I sit there and the more that I'm tuning in to my breathing, the calmer I begin to feel. And I literally feel that energy there just start to, it's almost fade. That feeling that I tried to explain in my genital area, it starts to fade, yeah? As I tune into my breathing. And then I just start to feel more peace and calm, okay? So it's almost like the shift has gone from down there to up here and this area. And I start to even try to visualize the air going into my nostrils, down my throat, into my chest. I'm visualizing it now. So the attention, the focus is becoming more. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm visualizing now. And it's powerful. I'm telling you, it's so powerful. Just comparing to, like I said, I'm not perfect. And there's times when I still do act out of frustration and say things out of frustration. However, this journey is about growth. It's about growth and learning and trying to do better than previous. So I'm just noticing how, where before, I've slammed cupboards before. I've broken cupboards in my kitchen before because of me acting out of what I'm feeling. And I'm learning from that because that's ugly. That's some ugly stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm sharing this because one is an observation that is powerful for me and something that reminds me how doing something so simple as just focusing on your breathing can help shift your energy, your emotion, your reaction. Do you know what I'm saying? Because often we act out of frustration and anger, and we might say things that we cannot take back or do things that we cannot undo. So the very simple act of just focusing on our breath in times of frustration and annoyance and irritation can change a whole outcome of a situation. You feel me? So that's why I'm sharing this, because that was a powerful moment for me. And I used to go outside a lot. But for some reason, my time out in nature is not, I don't do it as much as I used to. But moments like that remind me how much benefit there is in just spending that time outside. It's a quiet night. It's nice crispy air. It's just very nice, very clear sky, a little glimpse of the stars as well. It's powerful. It was powerful. And I need to do more of that, because that actually really does help me, And as I was breathing also, what was going over in my head was just be present. Just be present. It was almost like God was saying, I am here. I am here. I am in the present. Be present with me. Yes, that feeling down there was distracting to me, but I have this voice just saying, I am here. Be present. Be present. I am here. I'm here. Be present with the breathing. Be present. Be present. Visualize the air actually going in your nostrils, down to your lungs, back up again and out. You could put a color to it. Mine's had bits of glitter. I was breathing in the bits of glitter and breathing it back out. And each time I breathed it back out, it was different colors of glitter. You can visualize it. It helps. It might sound crazy to some. I'm telling you, it helps a lot. And also that is also a very powerful technique to use for people who struggle with anxiety. I remember learning about that technique actually, as well as other ones, like just counting up to, I think it was number 8, and then counting back down again from number 8. It's just really about learning to be present in the moment, because a lot goes on in the mind, you see. When I was outside, the thoughts, when I was focusing on the annoyances, the things that got me frustrated, the more I would sink into that feeling of frustration, anger, irritation, as those thoughts are going over my mind. Why do my children have to be sick? Why this? Why is that always an obstacle? How comes this? Why are bedtime so long? I just want to go to my bed. The more I start thinking like that, the deeper into that lower energy I sink. So doing things, techniques that help you to just be present, the breathing, counting up to a certain number and then back down again from a certain number back to 1. Those are techniques that help you to be present. So it's very powerful, because it stops that cycle of thinking that's causing the emotion, whether it be anxiety, anger, fear, whatever. So it's just about, for me, what I've learned and remembering now, because those techniques helped me back then when I used to suffer from anxiety big time. So I need to remember those techniques when I'm having these moments of frustration. So it's just a reminder tonight, which I'm sharing. And hopefully it can help somebody out there who's feeling frustrated, angry, anxious, afraid. Just learn to be present with your breathing, to stop that cycle, the pattern of thoughts that are going around in the mind, causing you to feel what you feel. I'm learning, and as I learn, I believe we should learn and share so that we can all learn and share. Good night. I'm finally going to go to bed now. Well, I've made myself a hot chocolate now, so I'm going to have a hot chocolate, and then I'm going to go to my bed and hopefully have a peaceful night's sleep. Amen. God bless.